You're talking to a girl you actually like. Things are going okay. She's smiling. You say something, she responds, and then nothing. Your mind just goes blank, and you can feel the silence starting to stretch. And the longer it sits there, the worse it gets. So you say something stupid just to fill the space, or you panic and end the conversation way too early. I've been there. A lot. And for years, I thought it meant I was just bad at this. But it doesn't mean that. And I want to show you why. Most guys think running out of things to say is a talking problem. Like, if I could just think of more topics, more jokes, more questions, I'd be fine. So they try to stockpile conversation starters. They memorize openers. They run through topics in their head before approaching. And it still doesn't work. Because the problem isn't that you don't have enough to say. The problem is what's happening in your head when you're talking to her. You're not actually listening to her. You're monitoring yourself. You're watching how you look, analyzing how she's reacting, trying to figure out if she likes you, all at the same time as you're supposed to be having a normal human conversation. That's why your mind goes blank. You've got too many tabs open. Here's what I started to notice. The conversations I had where things just flowed, where an hour went by and it felt like 10 minutes. Those weren't the ones where I had the best material prepared. They were the ones where I actually got curious about the person I was talking to. Not performing curiosity, actually feeling it. And there's a difference. When you're performing it, you ask a question and then, while she's answering, you're already thinking about your next move. When you're genuinely curious, you're just listening. And when you're listening, you don't run out of things to say. Because every single thing she tells you is a door. She mentions she's been stressed lately. Door. She says she's from a small town. Door. She laughs at something in a weird way. Door. You don't need a list of topics. You need to walk through the doors that are already right in front of you. So how do you actually do that when you're nervous? Because being told, just be curious, isn't that helpful if anxiety is shutting you down. The thing that helped me most was this. Stop trying to be interesting and start trying to be interested. When your only job in the conversation is to find out more about her, not to impress her, not to say something clever, the pressure drops. Massively. Because now there's no such thing as a wrong move. You're just exploring. Try this the next time you feel the blank coming on. Instead of reaching for a new topic, go deeper into the last thing she said. She says she works in marketing. Most guys nod and move on to the next question. But you can ask, do you actually like it, or is it just a job right now? That one question opens something real. Because you're not asking about her job, you're asking about her. And here's what I've noticed. Girls don't fall for guys who ask the most questions. They fall for guys who ask the right ones. The ones that make them feel like someone's actually paying attention. There's something I think people don't talk about enough. Silence isn't always a problem. Not every pause means things are falling apart. Sometimes it just means you both took a breath. The guys who get weird about silence make it weird. The guys who are comfortable with it, even for just 2 or 3 seconds, they seem grounded, calm. Like they're not desperately trying to hold the whole thing together. That's actually attractive. So the next time there's a pause, don't panic. Don't fill it with noise. Just stay present. Look at her. Maybe smile. Let the moment breathe. And 9 times out of 10, something will come, either from her or from you, and it'll feel natural instead of forced. Running out of things to say isn't about being boring or awkward or not enough. It's just a sign that you're in your head instead of in the conversation. And the fix isn't more material. It's less noise. Get actually curious. Go deeper instead of wider. And let the silence sit without freaking out. That's it. That's the whole thing.